'Tis the season for peace on earth and goodwill toward men. But maybe not on one American college campus. Students at Chicago's Loyola University are complaining that the school is emphasizing Christmas and not other religious holidays, like the Muslim holiday of Eid al-Fitr. Let me point out, Loyola is a Catholic university. Most Catholics celebrate Christmas, even on college campuses. So here to set us straight is Campus Reform's Hannah Sherlocker. Hannah, good to see you again. So tell us about this. What is happening this Christmas at Loyola University?
So each year, the Leadership Institute's Campus Reform reports on the efforts colleges and universities across the nation take to remove Christmas from college campuses. It's not only Loyola. We're seeing this at the University of Tennessee, where they issued a warning to ensure your holiday party isn't really a Christmas party in disguise. And then we see other universities ban nativity scenes and ban images of the crucifixion. So this is all in the name of tolerance and inclusivity, but in reality, it's just another attempt to marginalize Christian students.
Well, aren't the majority of the students at Loyola, aren't they the majority Catholic?
They are, and 92% of Americans in general are Christians or Catholics who celebrate Christmas, who have reported to celebrate Christmas. And this nation was founded on not only individual liberties, but religious freedom. So to say that this is in the name of sensitivity is ridiculous. I think it's a lot less about sensitivity and more about censorship. Trying to expunge the mention of Christmas from college campuses is really an assault on Christians, and it's another attempt to force secular ideology onto students.
Hannah, are we seeing an increase in this intolerance at Christmas time about Christmas celebrations on college campuses? How does this compare to last year?
So it's only getting worse. We're seeing a major increase in the number of college campuses that are trying to remove Christmas words, remove Christmas themes. We're seeing the word, holiday, even at Texas Women's University, saying holiday party is apparently now offensive. And instead, their students are told to call parties end of semester parties. So it's not even Christmas. Now even saying holiday is offensive. And it's just ridiculous. Students are learning that religious freedom is not an important American value. Religious freedom not only includes our ability to pray at home or go to church on Sunday. It's our ability to meet with other people who share our beliefs. We can meet with them and reinforce our beliefs without having to hide our faith in public. So, this telling students that any visual representation of their faith or their holiday is offensive is just absolutely ridiculous. And students are going to take this ideology with them off campus. And the consequences, not only students suffer, but American society suffers when our deeply held American values are neglected for the sake of political correctness.
Okay, I want to talk to you a little bit about Make America Great Again, how that kind of response that we're getting on campus to that. But first, just briefly, I heard about some more craziness on campus. Care Bears at the University of Massachusetts, Amherst. Tell me about that.
So students are given Care Bears to cope with stress. We see this across the nation on college campuses. Students are given cry-ins where they can cry and mourn the loss of Hillary Clinton. They're given puppies to pet. Just the other day, we reported on students being able to pet llamas. They brought llamas into school to help students cope with stress. And then, of course, with the MAGA hats, students walked into an on-campus student-run coffee shop, and they were wearing Make America Great Again hats, and they were told to leave because it violates the safe space policy. So this really speaks to the bigger theme of coddling on college campuses that we see. Students cannot get this type of special treatment in the real world. When they're stressed, they have to learn how to deal with it. In the real world, they're going to have to work with, interact, and socialize with people who hold diverse beliefs. And that includes Trump supporters. And the best way to teach them is to burst their safe space bubbles and teach them how to cope with stress and interact with people of various beliefs.
We've got to kiss those boo-boos, Hannah. So let me ask you another thing about those college Republicans that were at Fordham University, that coffee shop, because they were making Make America Great Again hats. Tell us a little more about that.
So these students walked into the shop and they were giving the shop business just like any other student on campus. And the owner came over and told them, you have 5 minutes to get out. You're violating our safe space policy. And, the student, he's a tough New Yorker. He was like, I'm sorry, no, I'm giving you business. I have a right to be here. And, the students who were forcing the Make America Great Again students to leave, they truly believed that they had the right, that it was okay to kick students off based on their beliefs, because this is the environment that they learn from professors and administrators who completely allow discrimination against conservative students. And I find it ironic that this happened the same week that the Supreme Court is hearing the case against the cake bakers who refused to bake a same-sex wedding cake based on religious convictions. So there's a lot of hypocrisy here. The left is calling that a case of discrimination, but it's very hypocritical that it only applies to conservative or Republicans. And that same mindset we're seeing on campus with this student campus cafe.
Well, maybe these conservative students should start filing some lawsuits. That might take care of it. It's okay. Hannah Sherlocker of Campus Reform, thank you so much for setting us straight today. You have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you. You too. Merry Christmas.